Hello and welcome, my League of Eagles. It's Tuesday, and that means it's time for leaders and light in love and legacy. Today, we're going to be diving into the beautiful balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The energies we all carry within us. We're streaming live to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and I'm absolutely delighted that you're here. I'm Joy Ruffen, your Minister of Enlightenment, Awareness, and Awakenings, and your signature style and leadership specialist. Every Tuesday, my leaders in light, love, and legacy, I'm joined by an extraordinary guest speaker. Women and men, and today is no exception, who both carry within them and embody both the divine feminine and the divine masculine, bringing fresh wisdom, fierce insights, and unapologetic truth to the table. This is more than just a conversation. This is a platform for awakenings. And today, my featured guest speaker, I'm so excited. But I'm always excited. It's my DNA. I can't help it. My featured guest speaker is Wendi Giuliano. And if I didn't pronounce it right, she's going to give me grace, but I think I did. Her background is thrilling and exciting. So I want to share with you a wee bit about her. Wendi is a product of about 30 plus years, hard to believe when you see her, of successful sales, management, and leadership roles. Currently, besides running her own intuitive and energy healing business, she is an independent contractor for Polka Dot Powerhouse, and that's how I met her. And she's a regional director supporting 30 states. Whoa, that's a lot of responsibility. Wendi is all about the power of energy. So I'm in the right camp. I'm in the right circle with Wendi because I'm always high energy, sometimes too high, I know. Her intention is making meaningful connections. So let us get going. And Wendi, as they say on the telly, come on up and welcome.
Thank you, Joy. I'm so glad to be here. This is awesome.
Well, it is awesome. And I'm glad to have you here because your background is thrilling to me. I have 5 groups, networking groups, Wendi, that I belong to, and I support them in every way that I can. And one, with your guidance and support, when there was a little segue for me, is the Polka Dot Powerhouse community. So tell us a little bit about your community and how you came to it, and then we're going to get into the nuts and bolts.
Sure. So I originally came to it through the power of social media. So I'm here in the Boston area, and Polka Dot is in the Midwest. And because I'm originally from there, I was friends with people in that area. And I was scrolling one day, and I saw something that intrigued me. Might have been the pink and orange. Those are our corporate colors. I'm not sure. Or it might have been some of the words. And I literally it kind of stopped me in my scroll, but did not enough. And again, being that energy person, I saw it again the second time, and then I saw it the third time. And by the third time, the universe kind of smacked me across the face, might you say, and said, why don't you just go look this up and find out what this is all about? And that's when I went to the website and found Polka Dot Powerhouse. And yes, you don't need to like the name necessarily, but there's a history from the founder, Shannon Crotty, that is a beautiful story that is on YouTube if you want to go check it out. And there's the pink and orange. And again, you do not need to like the pink and orange if you're all about making positive connections with other women.
Well, that's one of the reasons, Wendi, that I'm with you. And thank you for that meeting with you and the Polka Dot Powerhouse group, because I'm all about the camaraderie and the collaboration and the change that's happening for all of us women today. I'm all about the divine feminine and the divine masculine as a balance. So this is what we find with your community, our community, my community as well. Tell us about, I love the pink and orange, and they're neither, and I'm going to say this to you and you're going to say, woo, but I know you won't. Pink and orange are not my favorite colors, but yet I know what the meaning of each of those colors, pink, the meaning of orange and the meaning of pink, I know what it is and it's all good. So I can abide with those colors because that's not the sole of the Polka Dot Powerhouse. But tell us a little bit about the foundation of the Polka Dot Powerhouse. You mentioned Shannon, and I ought to, shoulda, coulda, would have known, but I know the first name. But what's Shannon's last name?
Crotty. Shannon Crotty.
Crotty?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How do you spell that?
Crotty.
Oh, I missed that. Okay, well, tell us about the foundation of the Polka Dot Powerhouse. I know it somewhat, but I want to hear from you how Shannon got started with this group and the whole 9 yards, so that we can entice a lot of those women who are out there who are tuning in now. And by the way, if you are, welcome, whether it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, and maybe to some of you, good night. But wherever you are, we're doing this with Wendi, who is one of the directional managers, so that you can get familiar, if you're not, with the Polka Dot Powerhouse, and come and join us. It's a great community. So tell us a little bit more about the foundation of the Polka Dot Powerhouse, Wendi.
Sure. So I think it starts with our mission statement, which is Polka Dot Powerhouse is a worldwide community of positive, purpose-driven women in every stage of life who are committed to connection, collaboration, and celebration.
Ooh. Well,
yeah, I like that too, right? Doesn't that just it lands very well for a lot of women, for sure, because I think in today's world, we are looking for connection. We're looking for those positive people to be in our life, to uplift us, support us, empower us, whatever that means for wherever we are in life, be it just getting out of college to maybe being retired, but still wanting to be active and do things and show up in places, right?
Absolutely. And more than ever before, Wendi, and I think it's regardless to generation and what cycle of life you're in, this thing about connection and a positive connection where you can grow and evolve and learn and share with other women is vital today, because it's time for us to truly, and I'm sure Shannon knew this, and that's why she started the group. How many years ago has the Polka Dot?
13 years ago in August. Yep.
Ooh, 13 years. Well, she is a pioneer, because now, right here now in 2025, this is a year of really big awakenings, especially for women. And it's all about our divineness within us and owning our own style, our own power, our own radiance. And that said, all of the things, but the thing that you said about connection, we as women want and need that, because we have to more than ever bind together. And that's what you're doing. So the connection at the core, what would you say, and how would you speak to that? What are some of the keys, even though you spoke to it somewhat, what are some of the other ingredients that we get as a member, a connection at the core?
I really think you can get whatever you want out of this membership, this community. You just have to be able to ask for it and show up for it. Because if you were to ask 10 different members what they love about Polka Dot Powerhouse, you would probably get 10 different answers, because we are all different. We all think different. We all have different beliefs. We all connect differently. We all have personalities, spirituality, all the things are different about us. And that, I think, is the beautiful thing. But at the core, we are here to make genuine relationships with one another, because we all know when you know, like, and trust someone, all the good stuff, the magic happens, right? You develop friendships, business flows naturally. All the good stuff really does happen. And I think that, yes, are we here to be inclusive? Of course. Are we here to support each other? All of those things then come kind of as a package when you get to know someone. Whatever they're going through, be it life, business, we all need support. We can't do this by ourselves. I think that is the beauty of this. And talk about the other thing that I love about Polka Dot is resources, because there are so many different women in this community. I don't know technology. I try to embrace it the best I possibly can, but I know when I have a question, there's always someone I can reach out to in the community that is going to put me on the right path or help me out or do whatever, right? So that we have kind of a saying in the polka dot community. We often call our members dot sisters, and we have a saying that says there's a dot for that, because we know that there's someone that's going to be able to support us or help us, but also if they don't know someone in our community, they know someone else, and that's kind of the beauty that we bring, is that level of support and resources and yeah, all the good stuff.
It is all the good stuff. It's definitely all the good stuff. And everything that you explained to us, I'm going to piggyback on it a wee bit because it's all so powerful. For this broadcast that will be going out in later this season, this year, the theme is you shine beyond the season. And what happens, I have found, Wendi, with the Polka Dot Powerhouse community and the members, and how you express it beautifully, is that we all need to learn how to be inclusive, genuine and true and real, and seek out what we might be lacking. Because no matter what your gift or your talent or your skill might be, there's so many other areas of what you need that maybe you're not that proficient in. I was chuckling when you said you're not that tech savvy. I love tech, but I'm not tech savvy either. But I have no shame in asking for what I don't know and saying I don't know, I'm not familiar. Explain this to me. But you know, one of the things that you started off with is you have to ask for what you want. And that's only when you really and truly begin to know who you are, and you are able to shine beyond the season, because you know that you have a gift and a talent, but you need something else. And you know there's someone in this community that can support you. And I like that. You said all inclusive, because that's what we look for. We want to be a part of a community. So all of that said, and then the resources, I mean, how did you put it before? There's so many different women, different in every way, race, age, culture, education, everything. But it's a unity, it's a family extended that connects together. That is what I love. So when you talk about the culture of collaboration, how would you speak to that? I think we already did, but let's expound on it a wee bit more.
Yeah, so I think it really goes back to the mission statement, and that is our culture, and there are some guiding principles that we have about being positive. Like, we want to be positive. Not that we're trying to put a positive spin on everything, but how can we look at it just a little bit different with positivity? Also, we have a very abundant mindset. So abundance to me is that there is enough to go around for everyone. So that in this case, many women do have businesses that they're in Polka Dot for, and sometimes those include MLMs and direct sales and various things, or coaches. You know, there's a lot of coaches in the world, and so they when we talk about true abundance, that means we truly believe there's enough to go around, because we know that if someone does the exact same thing as, or represents the same company, that's okay, because I have different energy, I have a different personality, I connect probably different. And how awesome is it? I love when people say, Wendi, who do you use for ABC, or let's just say chiropractic? And I just give them my chiropractor, but I also know 3 other chiropractors, because maybe this is not the person that they will like working on them, or you know, they're in a different town. I know that chiropractors are in different places. It's more easy for them to go, whatever that may be. So that's the beauty, I think, of having a true abundant mindset, that there really is enough to go around. And then we have this little thing as well, that we are drama free in our space. And what that means is, yes, we know there's drama, because wink, wink, we all have family. And at the same time, we know how to, it's how we react to drama that perpetuates it, right? It's our actions and how we react. And so we just want to be this space of drama free and showing up and supporting each other.
Woo, 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 woo. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is why I love this community. And when the chapter, Wendi, which I spoke to you about, when the chapter that I belong to and joined, when they closed down for whatever the reasons were, I don't go into the politics, it was hard for me to reacclimate and get channeled back into the group again. And I did for a short time, and then I had another issue, and I aligned with you, and you helped me a lot. But here's what you said, all of it. But you said the mission statement speaks to everything. But what I I heard it, and words are powerful, but sometimes you have to be a little bit more expressive. You use a terminology here that I really like, an abundant mindset, which means, in my humble opinions, please speak to me back about this, that it means a lot about knowing yourself. Because we as women, overall, it's not a negative connotation that I'm sharing, but that copy, comparing, and competing is over. The way that you express how there's so many different people, different personalities, different energies doing the same thing, I relate to that. But yet, not everybody's going to connect with everybody. So you have to find the person that has the same energy or outline or something that you can be aligned with, and not bash the other person who's doing the same thing if they're not for you. And this is what we're learning in this time of awakening now. And you said drama free. A little drama never hurt anybody, my love.
Yeah. Again, it's how you react to it, right? Like
exactly.
We're all human, and it can definitely happen. But it's just, we really try to keep this space sacred with not having a lot of that happen.
Exactly. And I know what you mean. That was in jest, but really drama, it's all about how it's delivered and how one reacts and responds to it. And how you respond to it, it shares a lot about how much you believe and know about yourself. Because if you really, we're not going into the psychology of that. And you mentioned that beautiful word for me, energy. And there's enough of everything to go around. So I get that. I really do. Tell us where and how. I never assume anything, Wendi. I know, and you know, and maybe many of those who are tuning in and listening now, and those who will come later for a replay, they will know as well. But how do we connect, and how do we get aligned with the Polka Dot Powerhouse community? Your website, data, anything that you want to share, so
pretty much
know.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, polkadotpowerhouse.com is the website. So that's probably the easiest. But we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn. So those are all, we're on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel as well. So those are all other, whatever your preference is, I guess, go to the one that you favor and just put it in the search bar, Polka Dot Powerhouse, and it should pop up.
You know what, Wendi? I love learning. I'm a perennial student. I'll be this way when I'm 103 or older. But I didn't know that we had, because I consider myself a part of this community, that we had a YouTube channel. So now I'll go and do my own research and find out about that. I knew that you were on Facebook, Instagram. Aren't you on LinkedIn too?
Yes, LinkedIn too, yes.
YouTube, I didn't know. So I will go and do my own research and homework there, because I know how it is to be. And then too, the Facebook group, you have to join it, and then but can you join the Facebook group without being a member? No, you can't, of the Polka Dot Powerhouse.
No, but we do have a page. So for our members, yes, we have inclusive member only groups that are on Facebook, but we also have a public facing Polka Dot Powerhouse page that is open to the entire public. So you can see some of the events that are occurring. You can see some of the communities. You can see a little bit more into that. So definitely you can follow that page.
Okay, that's good. That's good for people to know, because sometimes people want to, at least I do, and I'm sure you as well, I never assume, you want to kind of peruse and peek into and look into before you decide that this is going to be a community or a network.
Of course, yeah.
So that's a good way.
And actually on the website too, on the right-hand side of the website, there's a big pink button that says, what is Polka Dot Powerhouse Live Open Houses? So you could click on that, and every month there's 2 informational Zooms that someone could register and attend to hear more and get their specific questions answered as well. Ooh. And you might get to meet me then, because I host one of them every single month.
That's great. That's great. Listen, this is something else I want you to speak to. There probably are other networking groups that have it as well. But you have, as far as my limited awareness and knowing, but I know when something is right for me, you have a great website that the members can go on, and you can find members and you can email them and all of that. Give us a little bit of, when you get to the website, all of the things that are available to you there, because again, I don't assume anything, because I happen to love your website. I go there and peruse to see which of the women that I think would be interested in some of the things that I'm doing. So blah, 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 that kind of thing. So what can you share with us? Maybe
For the members, it really opens up. So you have a username and password. And when that happens, then you get to see more. You get to go deeper, right? And
Right.
you get to have a profile where you can have all kinds of information, including keywords and key phrases, so that others can find you and you can find maybe resources or other women that are that you want to reach out to for whatever reason. So it really does open up depending your level of membership. So we have two membership levels as well. We have the Polka Dot Powerhouse membership, which you can see again all of this on the website and all of the benefits to each. One is under Join the Sisterhood. You can see that, and then on the other side is the Diamond membership, and that is an opportunity for those very interested in looking to kind of that business mastery. So yes, does business happen in our community? Of course, because again, we're getting to know each other and building relationships. And but sometimes we want to focus even more on business and have small group masterminds and things like that. So it really does open up when you're a member. And that's probably how you have gone out to search for people, like using keywords or maybe in areas. Again, the search feature, as long as you fill out your profile and do that, and then that's how you register for meetings. That's how you find out all the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you do find out. And because I haven't, many of the groups that I belong to, I have found, and I don't judge and compare, but I do see and know what I know and feel what I know. I think your website is one of the best that I've come across. And
that's great to hear.
No, I don't brown nose and sugarcoat and candy coat. That's not my DNA. But I really like the website, and I really plan to use it more here in the future. You spoke about the two levels. Give us a little bit more definitive explanation between these two levels. You mentioned the Diamond is more like for business. What is the first level for?
So the Polka Dot Powerhouse is just, I guess, basic membership, you might call. Okay. Everything I've kind of talked about is included in that. So you can attend meetings, informationals, a lot of local chapters. Again, we are a global community, so not everyone has that like you are now in the worldwide chapter. You do not have a local chapter to you. Yeah. So there are many local chapters because we have just under 3,000 in our membership, but we have members in Europe and different places, but they don't have a local chapter, but they're still a part of our community. So everything that is included in that is in that Polka Dot Powerhouse membership. And if you are the type of person that really wants to take your business to the next level and you're needing more support around a variety of things that you're coming across, then maybe the Diamond membership is an opportunity for you to plug in with more business on a weekly basis, because they offer, again, small group masterminds, large group masterminds. They have an online business meeting with speakers and a variety of different things. In fact, it's so much, it's like a buffet. You can't eat everything at the buffet, so you have to pick and choose. And that's great for business people that are, maybe your focus is on marketing for this quarter, and then you got that nailed because they helped you and supported you. And then you are maybe looking at recruiting or whatever the next thing is. And that's how that can show up in a different way than just the Polka Dot Powerhouse general membership.
Wendi, I like that explanation, because one of the words that you mentioned there, and you might have mentioned it before and I didn't receive it, but one of the other reasons that I like about it is global. Your networking group is global. And the way that you explain the two different levels and the Diamond support for business, crystal clear. Let's talk about, I think we spoke about it in different ways, but let's expound on it a wee bit more as far as what we're talking about, the Polka Dot Powerhouse community. Leadership with heart. Leadership with heart. Now, I always say, Wendi, almost everything that I do is heart and soul connected, because and I don't leave out the mind. The mind comes automatically, but it's more about the heart and soul. So when you say leadership with heart, give us a little bit more about that, what that means to you and to all of us who are part of this.
I really feel that leadership, there's needs a lot of love and kindness that we have in our leadership. So yes, I'm a regional director and I support managing directors that have local chapters. And, we're training them, we're doing all the things I feel I am at least trying to do all the things from my heart to support them, and how are they showing up, and where are they in life? There's a lot of people going through a lot of things right now.
Right.
A lot of things, personal, professional, globally, all the things. And how can we support them with where they're at right now? And that's where I think the heart part comes in. And then that ripples down to their chapters and their members.
That was beautifully expressed, because I think oftentimes in leadership that people forget that everybody comes to the table with a different saga, a different story. And if you're not heart and soul connected, your leadership will not be heartfelt, because people need you to see them, to hear them, and to recognize them at their core. That's what we all want. I want that. And I'm sure most everyone really who is about being a good new example of a leadership, that's what you're about. You said you're a regional director. How does one become a regional director?
Well, that's an interesting story. I'll try to give you the cliff notes, okay? I was launching the first Far East, I'm going to say, chapter here in Massachusetts. There was one at the time in Pennsylvania. And I had Shannon Crotty, the founder of Polka Dot Powerhouse, came to my launch in March of 2016. And she, again, this is a beautiful thing I think that happens in Polka Dot Powerhouse, is sometimes we do not have belief in ourselves, but someone else does. And she saw me at my very first launch meeting, and the next month she asked me to be a regional director for New England. And I thought to myself, is this lady crazy? I just had my first meeting. I don't even know what is going on or what I've maybe even signed up to do besides, bring women together. But again, she saw something in me that I said, okay, she's like, all you need to do is come to some extra meetings to learn from a global perspective what Polka Dot is. And, if someone asks you about launching a chapter, you just tell them your experience. And that's how she put it. How can you say no to that? And then as years went by, then more states, more things were added, right?
Yes. I love that. You know why? Wendi, I cannot tell you how many times, and I know it for myself, people see, feel, and recognize something within you that maybe you have no clue about and you're not even aware of. They see a quality in you that needs or wants to be developed, and they support you in doing that. And that's why I have always said, and you say it, I know you said it, I'm not even asking, that we need a community. We need a group of people around us who see and share with us things that will help us to shine, to glow, because you shine beyond where you're at. The theme here is you shine beyond the season. But when you open up to all the realities and the best within you, then you begin to blossom. Now, you can definitely, and that was a great answer to that question. Thank you for that, because this is what I know for sure. People, that's why you need people around you. And even though sometimes who irk you a little bit, because they can see and feel things too. You said impact that ripples outward. Now, we spoke to that in so many different ways, but we're near the wrap up now. So when you say impact, as far as the Polka Dot Powerhouse community that ripples outward, you spoke to it in different ways, but let us wrap up with that. What do you mean by that? What does that say to you and to the people who are coming under your umbrella?
Now there'd be a certain age group that understands that, but it just makes me think of a chewing gum commercial all the time where a double mint gum and it just kept on going like that's what I don't know. I just got this image that's so weird. But yes, like if I show love and kindness and leadership to you, you're going to pass it on. And that's that ripple effect, right? Like we, as leaders, we lead by example. And then when we show up a certain way and we shine and we light the way, then it's rubbing off on other people in our community.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that, because the real leaders, the true leaders of today who are awakening and stepping up to the plate, doing what they need to do, it's not about them. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about who are you impacting and empowering so they can blossom and shine beyond the season. That's how I interpret it. Impact that ripples outward. And you said it, expressed it another way, but it's the same thing. Wendi, the time flies here. It's over. Can you believe it's almost over? But I think it goes quickly, doesn't it?
It does. Time. The older you get, the fast timer goes. I feel.
You know what? I'm a happy senior, and I'm happy to be and rise each and every day, and I'm grateful for every day. And I have this anti-aging thing just blows me away, because all you want to do is keep your energy and your youthful spirit and just keep blossoming and soaring, which is what you're doing in the Polka Dot Powerhouse community. So what parting words, what takeaway do you want to leave us with before I close out?
Come and check us out. It might be just what you've been looking for.
Absolutely. I can only support that in every way, because I love this community, and I intend to in the near future. You know, that getting ready to get ready. Well, that's not me, but I do intend to be more impactful in the community at some point in time. Thank you, Wendi. Thank you. Thank you. Stay tuned while I wrap up the show, but I will be back with you in just a moment or two. And thank you again. Very good, powerful information. My League of Eagles. Did I tell you that you're always welcome here in Leaders in Light, Love, and Legacy? And one of the things that we're talking about here is a community, a networking group of, I think it's predominantly for women, but I think every now and then they might let a guy, a real gentleman, a knight slip in there. I don't know if that's true. I didn't ask Wendi about that. But what the takeaway that she's leaving me with is that it's a community that's all about connection, positive connection, and a mission statement that speaks to an abundant mindset and all the resources that are available to you. And we, as members, are here to learn to ask for what we want, because there's somebody in this community who will be able to help, support, and guide you. That's a wrap for today. Oh my goodness. You have an assignment. You know I love homework, and that is to connect with the Polka Dot Powerhouse community. Wendi Giuliano is one of the regional directors, and she's going to be there to help you at all times. This will be aired, and it'll be the season where you shine beyond the season. It's a holiday season, but you have the opportunity to shine way beyond the season, not only in this season, but every day that you rise. As your minister of enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings, let me leave you with this. So many use the word empowerment, but few truly understand it. Empowerment without liberation is empty. Liberation must come first, breaking free, which is what Wendi spoke to many times different ways today. Shedding what no longer serves you, only then can empowerment take root and flourish. When the two walk hand in hand, true transformation unfolds, and you can become a member of a grand community, the Polka Dot Powerhouse community, where you are allowed to blossom. That's when you step into your signature style and radiate confidence that you can wear and truly own the spotlight. To support you on this journey, I have designed my Style Clarity campaign. Please visit joyruffen.com/styleclarity and claim your complimentary 7-step confidence bundle and book your private one-on-one session with me. And don't forget to connect and join with the Polka Dot Powerhouse community. We need you. We're global, and we go everywhere, and we're looking for everyone to bring different talents, different skills, and different crafts to the community. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Joy Ruffen Fashioning Femininity, Style, and Truth, for more conversations like today that blend style, substance, and soul. Remember, heart and soul connected. Leadership with heart. Leadership that impacts and ripples outward. That's what Wendi left us with. So my League of Eagles, be well, stay safe, keep rising, keep shining, and soaring high and higher. Until we meet the next time, I'm sending you always much, much love from my heart to yours, and all the best, my eagle. Until we meet, and we will soon, take care. Much love. Cheers.